Welcome to Two Balls and a Mic, episode 71. We are here on a Monday with Chiva back. While you were gone, Chiva, Chelsea won the Champions League. Well, I just want to remind you that one. Over the weekend, we had San Diego Loyal travel into Chandler, Arizona, tying 2-2 versus Phoenix Rising, which should have been a 2-0 victory. We'll get into it a little bit later. Mexico, USA played yesterday in the Nacionales Cup, Leagues Nations, the Super Justice League Cup.
El Mundial de la Concacaf.
El Mundial de la Concacaf, the most important game of the century, apparently, depending who you ask. USA won that one. We're also going to talk about the Euros. Euros are coming up, the Summer Olympics, and everything over the summer. I don't even know if we're going to talk Olympics.
Yeah.
Copa America stuff is happening. Checo Perez, F1, won over in Bahrain, I think. Baku, I believe. Good job, Checo Perez. Red Bull has a solid lead. NBA, my Clippers went past the Mavericks. Padres are still doing good.
Kawhi Leonard, man.
Kawhi Leonard is a monster. Welcome back, Chiva.
Thank you. Pinche loyal.
I had a blast last week. It was fun.
Yeah, it was a good episode. I liked it a lot.
I called in some legendary
That was also
radio
good.
people.
That was also
Darren
good.
Smith gave us a shout out on the. Honestly, like, I think I did a good job with that.
Yeah, no, you did.
And I think he was a little impressed. Even went back to the Unnamed Soccer podcast with Jordan. Was like, hey, we should build up our our side of production.
Yeah, bro. You know,
it's just us in a fucking garage, so it works out. One more time, just
For now.
It's fine. We have AC. Like, I just need to. I need to figure out how to make the AC not sound as loud through this, and then we'll be chilling over the summer.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, so you are back, and while you were back, Chelsea won the Champions League, like I said.
Let's not live in the past. Let's move on.
It is still the present time.
It was last season.
Reigning, defending.
Last season. Let's move on from that.
Okay, fool.
By the way, let us know in the comments. Tony says this Man U jersey looks bad. I don't think it looks that bad.
It's
just
tiny.
It's
compared
a
to
little
my
smaller.
fat ass over there. Oh, I didn't even switch the Loyal one. Oh, I didn't realize for the Chelsea one.
Let us know in the comments if that bothers you that they look uneven. I know some OCD people like to have everything look nice.
Or more so you just listen, just because you don't want to see this. So San Diego Loyal, right? So they went into Chandler. Do you know?
He's my favorite character.
Is he really? Did you watch Friends?
Yes. The reunion was so nostalgic.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Like legitimately?
Yes.
I don't know. I've never really watched Friends.
Could you be any more annoying? You didn't watch Friends?
No, actually.
I watched How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah, How I Met Your Mother. It's the same thing. From what I hear, it's the same concept.
Yeah, it's the same.
Just a different decade.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see.
But same thing. I think How I Met Your Mother's funnier.
So,
Loyal, man. They play Phoenix.
In
Phoenix. And again, last time we played Phoenix, we got destroyed 4-1.
Mm-hmm.
And
so going into it, right? You had a prediction. Apparently, you're fucking Nostradamus over here.
Yeah.
PJ.
So I got the prediction right against Las Vegas, and then who was it? It was on Twitter. ¿Quién me preguntó? Era el
Chris, not Chris.
No.
Carl.
Carl. There you go. Carl was like, "Oh, I need another prediction." I was like, I wasn't gonna put one out there.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Why not?" I said, "Oh, I think it'll be a club." There it is. You can show it.
I can show it. Let me just pull up over here.
Pretty much said.
I really think nervioso with all the technology and you being here.
I really think it'll be a closer game than the last time San Diego Loyal played Phoenix. Hoping that Barry gets the start and gets one in. That happened.
Mm-hmm.
I hope for a win, which I really was hoping for a win. But realistically, I think it'll be a 2-2 draw. He was like, "I'll take it." Like, he responded to that, and a lot of people would agree that a tie against Phoenix, even Landon said so himself. Like, a tie at Phoenix is a good result for him. It just feels like a loss the way it happened.
Exactly. Like
but I got a little like, me cagaron el palo, güey. Austin
this is what
replied.
you fucking want, bro. Like, you said that you want to be the heel and talk shit to Loyal, and then Loyal can love me all they want. Apparently they do, because I went. And this is what I have clear to say, right?
Yeah.
So today, before this, earlier, went over down to the office, the San Diego Loyal store, and
Merch Mansion.
the merch mansion, and modeled some upcoming stuff that's coming through Loyal, and some of it is really nice. Some of it's actually this on my hat, which apparently, the one thing that they wanted me to let you guys know, we're not necessarily propaganda, but like, hey, if I get free fucking shit, like, thank you. But this actually you can find exclusively at the matches. So there's going to be merchandise that only lives in Torero Stadium that you can only get at the game. So that's another incentive for you to go. This hat was the last one that they had. But some of the things that I know people are going to love, but I can't tell you. But it's on its way. The things that you want are on their way.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, he can't even tell me.
Maybe not that one, but that one.
He can't even tell me. He won't even tell me.
Yeah, I refuse to. I don't trust you like that. But yeah, Austin Guerrero.
I don't know.
He even was like, "Oh wow, bro!"
I don't know if
after the game, after the 2-2.
Yeah. Do you think he was like, "Wow, bro, like you jinxed us," or like, "Wow, bro, good job, you got it right again"?
There's a ellipse, which is the 3 dots after the bro.
I know.
So I think it's like, wow, bro, like no te echaste la sal, like you fucking jinxed us, like.
But no, so here's the thing.
But again, going in, like if you were to tell us, hey, we're gonna go into Phoenix, and get a 2-2 draw and get a point out of it, like you said, most people would have been very okay with it.
It just sucks. It feels like a loss
that it happened. So
it feels
all
like
right,
a loss,
so
yes.
let's see. Let me pull up Loyal because again, every week that we come in, we have somebody new to announce. So this time, you had another incoming defender. Apparently,
Yes.
we can field a side of pure defenders at this point with a goalkeeper with center backs and stuff.
Yeah, so for this game, Yaro and Maher, is it Maher?
Yeah, Jack Maher. So we have
absolute walls, man. So we actually did talk to Sean Kelly at the bonfire, and Sean Kelly let us know that Yaro apparently had told Andrew that first game he had a shit game.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he told Andrew.
Oh, okay.
So Yaro had spoken to Andrew about his performance on the first game, and he told him, hey, you know what? It's a mental thing. I really thought I was gonna be in MLS this season, and I didn't play my best. Like I got you guys. I'm gonna perform.
And he has.
Granted,
he has, and he's stepped it up a lot. Same thing with the other Jack, right? Metcalf had a pretty shit game versus Phoenix the first time around, and since then he's picked it up. This game he's solid, but
our backline, this backline, I really liked it. The Maher and Yaro were absolute walls throughout the most of the match. Metcalf is Metcalf. He's gonna deliver where he needs to, and Elijah Martin is just in great form.
Yeah, no, that's something that hasn't been really talked about a lot. Is that he has been on top of it.
Yeah.
Even deep into the game where Elijah is just being box to box. In that chance in the second half that he had with his right foot in a shot that got deflected into a corner, that directly led into a counterattack by Santi Moar, and with that the person that tracked him down, Elijah Martin. So we'll look at that in a bit. But yeah, so
this lineup, man. So we had.
Is this the best lineup right to this day?
I would say yes.
Throw Stoneman in there, but you're missing somebody.
No. You missed Guido.
I was gonna say.
So you take out Herzog, and Herzog can be a really good sub in the second half. You throw Guido in. I don't like Jack Blake on the right side, though. He has a nasty shot. He needs to play center attacking mid. I would like to see Guido more on the right side.
Yeah.
Even though Guido has a really good shot too, but I think Guido has more speed, and I think he's just gonna like be better on the wing. I think he dribbles better than Blake. But other than that, like this lineup was pretty solid.
It was pretty solid, and the fact that again, los refuerzos from last time, we have Miguel Ibarra and Miguel Berry coming in, and they're the ones that are also boosting this team, and the impact's being felt, right? Because they're there. There's they have Jack, and Miguel, the full house, as locals were saying, especially shout out to Jerry. But going back to the lineup, right? So out of the refuerzos, this latest wave of people coming in or coming back, Miguel Berry has been Miguel Berry.
So I got to see him last when I went to the game.
Yeah, that's right. And you were telling me, you had not seen him.
I hadn't seen him live,
person,
bro. He's a monster.
Yeah, dude.
He has speed. He is strong, and he looks way better than last season. Last season, I mean, I guess he was a bit in the shadow of Rubin. But this season, he has this spark that I think even Columbus Crew wants out of him.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like this, he went back, and what did he do? He won himself a MLS Cup along with John Kempen. So what experience. Like he didn't get a lot of play time, but yeah.
And I hate it because if he starts scoring goals and good goals and dribbling and playing great, Columbus Crew can pull him back from the loan.
Exactly. That's the thing I don't like about this, right? Like, don't play too well, Miguel. We need you. We need you.
Play excellent. Good for you.
Yeah, definitely.
But hopefully they don't pull him early.
But you know what? Season. Like right now, I'm all for it because again, he's one of those players that's the best players on the field right now, especially with like you said, Guido being out, which was a late scratch, which again, goes into question of fitness and overall fitness, not just with Guido himself, because that's something that you were saying. Hey, maybe there's a reason why he was not still with Xolos, or there was a little diversion in his career because of injuries and because of fitness.
And he's talked about it before too. When he played last season, he just said it feels great to be back on the pitch. And sadly, he knows he's been struggling with injuries his whole career, especially with Xolos and with LAFC. But other than that, I think Landon knows that, and he's taking the proper precautions. Okay, we're going to give him about 60 to 70 minutes. Then we're going to have to pull him out. Hopefully we get the best out of him in those 60, 70 minutes.
Yeah.
And I think it's good. I mean, it's better than him just going all out, and then especially in a long season, just getting injured halfway through. We don't want that. Yeah. So I like what they're doing. It's I know a lot of people are like, why do we keep taking Guido out? He's our best player. I understand that, man. We're preventing injury, especially this week. 3 games in 7 days. That's a lot. That is a lot, man. So I wouldn't be surprised if the lineup changes for the game on Wednesday against Orange County, just to, again, make sure nobody's getting hurt. Everyone's rotating the squad. Like, I get that. The back line, hopefully it stays the same. But again, if you give other players minutes, that's not a bad idea, either. But again, we need the results right now, especially after an 0-4 start.
After an 0-4 start, it is one thing that is looking good, right? Like, things are looking better than they did. You obviously go in and don't lose 4-1.
Yeah. And you mentioned fitness. There's 2 things of fitness. One, staying healthy, make sure you're here. Another, stamina, man. The team has been looking dead after like the 80th minute, 85th minute. And the thing is, when you make the subs, you got to be careful who you're subbing in. Like, I mean, Jack Blake looks gassed at the end. Give him a rest. Put someone else in, man. You'll see when we show you the first Phoenix. Oh, man, had he like ran back a little bit more instead of walking, like, man, it hurts. It hurts to say, but had he like been jogging back instead of walking back, like maybe that goal could have been prevented. A lot of things could have happened on that goal.
There's a lot of what ifs and shoulda, coulda, wouldas. Something that I was discussing down at the office too is like, there's a lot of travel on these bodies. 4 away matches isn't easy.
Yes.
And then, coming back last week into the first home opener, the first victory, that was an emotional victory. There was just an explosion of just pressure just let out collectively. Yeah. And so that takes a toll too, emotionally. Like, you're just riding this wave, this high wave, and you got to wait another another away game. And so maybe they were still riding that high from Torero, and it just ran out at some point, especially against a really good Phoenix team that you can't take the foot off the gas. You just can't. And that's exactly what happened.
This whole game, man, is that like, I don't know if that's an expression or not, but you had the foot on the throat of the dragon.
Is that something in Spanish?
I don't know.
La pata en el cuello del dragón.
But they took their foot off the pedal, man, at the end. And after they got scored on, they completely panicked. And I'm just gonna say this. Everyone kept saying, even I said, like, oh, we parked the bus. Our good friend Alan. He said, you know what? That was not parking the bus. I know Alan's very technical with his definitions. And I get it. In this picture he showed right here.
So let's give all credit to the best outlet. And this is what I'll tell him: the best USL outlet in San Diego,
Absolutely.
Alan Underwood. So follow him at Alan Underwood 48, I think.
But he did say this is the defensive positioning that led up to Phoenix's first goal. I can't read the tweet now, Tony.
Oh, sorry.
After the throwing, which should have been loyal ball. I don't know if that should have been loyal, but that 7 loyal players on the offensive half. Yes, that's not parking the bus yet. I agree. That's poor transitioning back. And we're going to show you the clip and tell you what could have happened for that to be avoided. But for me, there's different definitions to parking the bus. The main definition is all the players are behind midfield waiting for a counterattack or defending the ball.
Yeah.
To me, it's also giving up having complete possession of the ball. To me, the best defending and the best way to avoid getting scored on is having possession of the ball.
Yeah.
And it's passing the ball around. What's so different between passing the ball around how they do in the middle of the game, minute 30, minute 40, minute 50, to the 91st minute? Like, there's no need to panic, guys. Like, trust yourselves. You guys have been doing it all game.
Yeah.
Trust your teammates.
That's
Pass
the game that
the
they
ball
play.
around.
Like, they play possession. They play, playing it out of the back, and that's what they did. Then keep the ball.
Exactly.
I think we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves, right? So there was a whole game to talk about. We do have a couple of notes, starting with, again, Miguel Berry, right? So Miguel Berry looking like the best player on the field for Loyals at a lot of the time that they were over in Phoenix. Even going back to last week, right? So this was a chance that you saw early on, and eventually it worked, right? Not necessarily the same play, but you have pretty much the play for San Diego Loyal starting in their own third, a little through ball all the way into the middle. You look at the position where Miguel Berry gets the ball, right? This is somewhere where where I thought, like, when Corey Herzog came to the team, this is exactly what he was going to be doing. Hasn't worked that way. He's been in a different position.
So I'm learning a lot about Herzog over the last couple of games, and honestly, it's como Chicharito. Like, he's not the dribbler. He's not the speedy guy.
Yeah.
Like, he is standing at the right spot.
Right place, right time.
Ready to tap that in, ready for a rebound, ready for this. He's at the right spot at the right time. And that's the type of poacher he is. He's a poacher.
Yeah.
His finishing has been a little off, and he knows he needs to polish that off.
Yeah.
Again, long off season. We're going into week 7.
It's gonna take time, guys.
So again, remember, it's a whole season ahead of us. I wouldn't be surprised if, like, by week 15, gears turned on and he starts becoming a scoring machine.
He said it. He said it to you last week. We asked him post game conference, like, hey, like, this weight off his shoulders. Like, yeah, any striker's gonna tell you that. Like, it's a big weight off his shoulders. So so now he doesn't have to be the one that everybody relies on, because again, we have Miguel Berry doing things like this. Gets the ball in the midfield, takes on a couple guys, stays strong, stays upright. Right there, he had Ibarra. He could have given the ball back to.
Yeah, again, he's a young player. Decisions are going to be a little questionable sometimes, whether he should have passed, whether he should have shot. That's not the point right now. The point is he's adding that spark on that front line that we needed.
Exactly, and he's moving forward with the ball in a very strong way. And then again, a couple of minutes later, I believe, like 7 minutes after that, is the chance that he had that actually ended on a goal. Starts again playing for the bag. Un pelotazo, Train Muse all the way up. First of all, somebody messed up there.
The defender fucked up.
The defender fucked up right there.
As a defender, don't let the ball bounce.
Yeah, don't let the ball bounce ever. You get to the ball first. It bounces between two defenders for Phoenix, two attacking Loyal players. It bounces again.
And then the header. Oh, what are you doing, bro? I know if you're a Phoenix fan, you are super upset. What a banger, dude.
Something out of nothing is what the commentator said. That's exactly what Miguel Berry did right there. He was waiting for the mistake, right? And that's in this type of play style, right? You have to be patient. You have to be opportunistic. You have to look for the mistake. Wherever that mistake happens is when you capitalize. And the thing is, Loyals does a good job of getting those chances off of mistakes because they are patient. They do play the ball through the back. And the thing is that they do not capitalize or have not been. But again, once you have Berry coming in now, there you go. You can start creating stuff out of nothing, because that usually, let's say that's again, I don't want to harp on everybody. If that's Toomey, right? And if it's Toomey from game 1, game 2, even early Toomey last season, he makes the hardest part. He does the hardest part of the play. He just can't finish it right there. A good example. Berry did the hardest part, which is get possession of the ball in between a couple of defenders, muscle some guy off, and then just launch it.
Absolutely.
And it pays dividends. So that's the play style that I think Landon and Nate and everybody's been going for. And very strong up front, keep possession, balonazo. If it works, it works.
This guy's a giant, and he's fast and knows how to dribble.
Yeah, and he has quick feet.
Dude.
Like
he's really
he's really, really good. And again, like you were saying, like that's the spark that San Diego Loyal needed up there. So I need to see more Guido and Barry, because if those two start clicking and they're both on the field, it's going to be absolutely nuts.
Because on the home opener, I think Guido came out, and that's when Barry also went in.
Yeah.
So they haven't really gotten a chance to play together that much. That's a good point, man. It's gonna be dangerous once we have Guido and Barry both starting.
Exactly. And again, this team is looking really, really good. This game was dominated by San Diego Loyal. Like it was the perfect scenario for them. And going up 1-0 early on, same thing that they did in the last times that they were beating Phoenix. Same thing that happened in that last game with the situation with Colin Martin. They were winning early on in the game. They were putting their foot on their neck, on the Dragon's neck, I guess.
I have no idea where the fuck that came from. It just got into my mind.
What were you thinking? Like dragon? Like what's going on? Dragon Tales?
I have no idea.
Dragon Tales was a really good show. Dragon Tales.
It was.
And then they had the two dragons
If
that were
you're
together.
5, what the fuck?
If there were two dragons that were together called Zack and Wheezy. And then they had this episode where they wished themselves to split up, but they were the musical dragons. And so one was like off tempo and was making these giant drums, and the other one's making like these other things, but they couldn't get it together. So they wished themselves back and they made cool music.
Tony moved on from Grey's Anatomy, guys, and he started watching Dragon Tales.
I actually have not seen that episode in years. It's just an encyclopedic memory of stupid shit. Again, I can talk to you about Arthur. If you are on the bus to Orange County.
No, I'm not sitting next to Tony,
which
guys.
we will be.
I am not sitting next to Tony.
Talk your ear about Arthur the Aardvark.
I am not sitting next to Tony.
The only word that he knew how to spell in the spelling bee was Aardvark. Aardvark. And he won it because that was the last word at the fucking spelling bee to beat. Prunella. Anyway, so in the minute 32, I believe, right around here, you have a dangerous. Is it this one? I think so. Hopefully.
Which play is this?
Elijah
Martin. I think it was 33 minutes.
Hopefully, we can find it right here.
Yeah, no, I think it was 33rd minute.
Yeah. So here we go. So we have Elijah Martin,
I'll double check,
who again is very underrated right now. Very, very, very underrated. With his play on the field with Loyal, he's just being box to box. So it comes off of a throw-in. I have it right here. Phoenix gets the ball in their defensive third.
Way to steal the ball.
It was stolen by Elijah Martin. Very good anticipation, reading the play, and then gives himself enough space and puts the ball into where he can take both of the players down.
And this is how much soccer IQ Elijah has. He knows the defender knows he's a lefty.
Yeah.
So he chooses, all right, I'm going to go weak side, weak foot, take a shot. Because look at the position of the goalkeeper. He's not well positioned either.
Yeah.
And then we'll see what happens.
So, yeah, he does a little
bicycle,
la bicicleta, to the right. It does get blocked. But again, it's a shot. You took the opportunity.
That shot would have
led you into a corner.
Top corner, man.
Yeah, no, that was going to go in. That definitely was going to go in. And even if it wasn't, you created a dangerous play.
Yeah.
And, again.
Props to Elijah, good. Man. He's been balling out this season so far, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Even on our bad games.
Yeah, and at this point, again, San Diego Loyal is still pressing the gas, the pedal down. And you can tell that it was San Diego's. It's unfortunate, right? Like
they carried on the momentum from the first win, man. And you can tell
San Diego's Loyal's game to lose at that point, even if it was 1-0. It looked like it was going to be something special. So I mean, then they went into halftime, still 1-0. San Diego Loyal kept possession. They were pressing.
Again, Phoenix had a lot of shots, not on target.
Mm-hmm.
And when that's happening, that means you're defending well. Because you're not giving them the space, you're not giving them the angles, you're making them take uncomfortable shots. And that's what you got to do as a defensive line. And props to you guys. You guys kept it going until the 90th minute.
So if we look at the actual stats, right, the possession was there for San Diego Loyal. 32 shots. You can never allow 32 shots. What the fuck is going on here? Like,
so you can't help a team from having shots.
3 on target, by the way.
What matters is that shots on target, dude. Out of 32, 3 on target. That's well defending. Again, that's pushing them like that one play you said about Maher or whatever his fucking name is. Elijah came back and kept pushing him to an uncomfortable angle. He took the shot and he was off target. And that's what happens with good defending. Look at 10 shots, 6 on target. That's 60%. They had 10, 15%, maybe 20% accuracy.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll take 60.
much,
I'll take 10 shots, 6 on target over 32 and 3.
Yeah, exactly. And again, this was a lot in desperation time, shots that just didn't go in, that did nowhere near the goal. So the one thing, though, that is alarming is, I mean, if you want to go down that route, it's good defending. I guess there's good defending happening in corners because there was only 2 goals out of 18 corners. So I don't know how I feel about that.
Half of those was in the last 2 minutes too.
It was something I've never seen so many corners back to back.
And again, that's part of when they started panicking. And once you panicked as a team altogether, it's not gonna turn out good.
And so this was a moment that I feel this is when things started cooling down, right? Like it was still 1-0. You're still controlling the game, and then el paletero.
So that's how you know you're Mexican.
But yeah, so here we go. This moment pretty much is.
I was shitting bricks at this moment. And I tweeted it. I was like, no, please do not fucking park the bus this early.
So this was the moment, right? When you tweeted this at the 67th minute live on Saturday, you tweeted, "Let's not do this. Let's not park the bus." I mean, it's there, like it's there.
Yeah,
like that time stamped, right? Yeah. So there we go. So 67th minute, you take out Herzog. He gets a yellow card. He accumulates one. You put in Thomas Van Kayzel or Van Kaysele if you're in
Van Kaysele
if you're TV Azteca.
Yeah. So
not only do you put Van Kaysele, later on in the game you've been put the boy Ben and Hackworth, Los Surferos.
And that's the thing. What the fuck did they do? Nothing. Here's the thing, man. Van Kaysele came in not as a center back, which he's used to. Came in as a center defensive mid. Like he came to add support defensively, which was a smart move from Nathan Landon. Because Charlie Adams and Colin Martin just couldn't keep up again. They were taking so many shots on us. You had to kind of have someone there to back up Charlie and Colin Martin. It worked out, honestly, from there to the game. I was really worried that we were gonna start getting scored on. That didn't happen.
What did end up happening was, all right, Van Kayzel in, Herzog out, still 1-0. So this allowed for, I believe, this play essentially to unfold the way it did. So it was a scrappy play outside of the box for Phoenix, and so they're still kind of getting their wits about them. They want to go ahead and try to do the tying game.
Yeah.
Try to tie the game with the tying game with the goal. But then again, here's San Diego Loyal playing cool, calm, collected, passing it, possession outside of the box and passing it from one side to the other. If it's not working on the left, you throw it back over here. Actually, before this play, there was a play that looked exactly like it. It broke down. They reset. They went back, and then you have this pass over here. Colin gives it over to Jack Blake, and Jack Blake, cool, calm, collected.
Easy shot for him. Easy shot for him. Goalkeeper was not positioned well at all. Because that didn't even get the top corner, man. That, like, had he been positioned well, and that he probably could have gotten there. But again, fuck yeah, that's his fucking fault, right?
Yeah.
Fuck Phoenix. Jack Blake scoring another banger. At this point, everyone knows it. But nobody said it, and because everyone had a feeling. We can't call victory yet.
Yeah, you can't because it's not.
Even if it's the 70th minute, even if you're 2 goals ahead, you're happy, you're confident, but you know what Phoenix can do.
Yeah, and exactly. You know what Phoenix can do. You know how dangerous they are. You know the firepower that they have up top. You're tired. You know, you have to work together for pretty much most of the game. And the rest of the game, it was just Phoenix attacking, trying to claw back in. There was a couple of very close calls.
Yeah.
There was a very good shot outside the box that hit the post. Trey Muse would have gotten there. But even then, like, you could tell the momentum was shifting and would shift fast enough if they got a goal.
Yeah.
And I thought it was going to be like the 81st minute, right? I thought it's 2-0. Watch, if they score a goal in the 81st, 82nd, 83rd minute, they still have a chance to tie. We're talking about 2-0 down in the 88th minute, right? This is when now in the NFL they have those new Amazon Next Gen stats, and they're like, actually, by the time it was the fourth quarter, 2 minute, there was a 99% chance for this team to win, but then they fucking lost. And again, I would love to see what the AWS fucking Next Gen stats say about San Diego Loyal being 2-0 with 89 minutes to go. 2-0. 2-0.
There's a Mexican saying in Spanish, 2-0 es el resultado más engañoso. But here's the thing, man. So far, to this point, we had not parked the bus.
At the 89th minute.
Like, so far, they were still having chances on top. Toomey had a shot, which led to that corner. Then Toomey had another shot on target after that. That should take advantage of that and taking score. But up to here, I was fine the way they were still playing. Not panicked, still creating plays. I'm like, okay.
And like I said,
at this point, I'm like, wow, man, like, I think we're gonna pull this win off. And the commentator was saying, oh, SD Loyal would love to have a clean sheet here. I'm like, oh, okay, we would, but we want the points instead.
This kicker has been perfect from inside of the 30 yards.
Exactly. And then go ahead, play the video.
So again, Jack,
I'm gonna draw.
Metcalf and not Metcalf, I stay Hackworth and Spencer go into the game. And then we'll go here. So then we have the play here. It starts in a corner for San Diego Loyal. San Diego Loyal have a corner. There's going to be 4 minutes added on at the end of for stoppage time.
Yeah.
You have a corner. You can't have a more offensive possession in soccer than a corner in your favor on their side of on their turf. So what do? Even before here, there was a throw-in or something that Spencer tried to have possession and keep position and keep him off. Bato, you have a big frame. You have a big body. Use that. Use those hips. Use that ass. Use that whatever you want, dude. Like, box them out. Box them out. Like, that's sports 101. Box the guy out. You can. Just do this.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I got a picture of my ass taken during the photo shoot today, so I am the official ass of San Diego Loyal.
Tony Cakes.
They're gonna sell. Like I told everybody at the office, I was walking back and forth with just changing wardrobe between what the shirts and everything. And like, you know, a couple of the office guys like, hey, looking good. I'm like, hey, when sales go up, now you know why. Like, so much and say. Anyway, so corner, 89th, 36 seconds. Spencer gets the ball, gives it to Toomey. Okay, you got 2 dudes versus 3 in a little corner.
Wait, tírate.
Fall.
Once you feel the contact, fall. Get the foul.
Ball.
You're probably gonna get the call.
You're probably gonna get the call. It's not futsal. If you're on the ground, you can play with the ball on the ground, and then fuck it, kick a guy. I'm not condoning violence. I'm not condoning hurting the guy, but like, be smart about your fouls. Like the ones you give and the ones you take.
Yes. It's right there, whatever. Probably should have been a ball, whatever.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Pause it. Okay, you have... let's see if I can do this. You have these two guys right here, right?
Yeah. The British connection. You got Jack Metcalf and you got Charlie Adams.
You got these guys. Metcalf just completely headed the ball back. And again, he's a defender, clear the ball. Bank and Saleh should have told him, bro, you have all this space around you. No one's going to push you right now. Bring the ball down.
Yeah, have that communication. There you go.
Yeah.
So again, like after this horrendous possession of the ball in the corner, you let the little tap, whatever.
And the thing here's the
stop arguing. Let's go. Turn around.
Here's another thing. When you're doing that, you don't keep your foot off the ball. You have your foot on the ball too, like moving it. I mean, okay. Like,
Monday morning quarterbacking, 100%. Like, I don't want to be in the headspace, but that's what you should do or should try to do. That's not what it seems like he was trying to do. I don't know what he was trying to do other than just keep possession and not keeping possession. Mm-hmm. So then, obviously, heads up, throw in, bad throw in. It's a really bad throw in.
You have time. No one's around you. Solo.
Jack is already looking up because he's looking at the ball. The last thing he sees is it Van Kazele?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Van Kazele coming down towards you. He sees a red shirt behind Van Kazele, so that's obviously knowing that he has to clear it, but he does have a lot of time. He clear it out, but, he gives the header directly back at them. Got screened by the referee a little bit, sure, but you can't blame it on that. So then here comes the play, right? Here comes the play. Here comes the counter attack. This is where Alan's
like, we had 7 players. Okay, this is pause it. This is where I'm like, okay, man, right over here, you got Blake right here. He was walking a little bit. You should see the ball coming from over here, man. Yeah. Like, start busting your ass down here. It's 89th minute. I don't care if you're up to nothing. Bust your ass down there. If you're tired, man, I get that. You got to fight through. Charlie Adams said it on the pep talk. Mm-hmm. Let's enjoy every single fucking moment. Even that fucking 60-yard down after the 85th minute. Let's fucking enjoy that too. Que se vea, güey.
Enjoy it, buddy.
Que se vea. Bajen, güey.
Okay. Granted, right? It's 2-0.
Yeah.
Te la paso, maybe. It's not. Like, you can't necessarily excuse it. But it happens. I understand it. And it's possible, right? You're wrapping it up. It's closing time. The song is playing in the back. You're mopping the floor. Like, it's time to pack it up. And I get it, right? But this is what happens. Give him a shot, gets rebounded, extra shot, good finish.
Unfortunate rebound too.
Unfortunate rebound. It was a good strike. Este vato, ¿cómo se llama este güey? Moore is a lefty, hits it with his off leg. Really good strike. So again, you don't want to take too much away from the players themselves or the play from the other team, but it's the reality of it. It could have been avoided all the way up in the midfield.
And here's the thing after this goal. The team completely fucking panicked.
Yeah, they panicked and they got deflated.
And this is where...
overconfident, maybe?
This is where, Alan, I'm speaking to you right now. This is where they parked the bus. And this is where they gave up trying to have possession. This is where they gave up trying to do everything.
And even if you look at the time, right? The time is right now after the goal. They settled down.
And by the way, 6 minutes was fair. Metcalf was out for 5 whole minutes.
Yeah, sure. I hate so much. I hate more than like 4 minutes, but that's just the standard norm now. Yeah. Might as well make each half 100 minutes at this point. So here comes San Diego Loyal back with the ball right after the game. Boots it all the way up.
Why?
There's no need for that. There's 2 of you there that lose the ball. There's 3.
You have a backline drop, pass the ball around, move it around, make them run, make them earn that shit.
You lost possession immediately off after having it. Like, you could have just passed it around like like just calm and collected.
And I get it that the technical definition of parking the bus is all the players need to be back there. But man, look what happens when you gotta have possession, guys.
So yeah, and within the minute they're already stepping on your box. The smoke from the fucking the Blandinos, whatever, the smoke is barely making it there. Like, this is how fast this already happened. They're already on your side, and here's the first of what ended up being eternal corner kicks forever, right? Mm-hmm. But then again, we need to know how to defend these. Loyal needs to know how to defend these. You had the goalkeeper up there who almost pulled a Miguel Calero, who almost pulled a Moises Munoz. Like,
who's covering that guy?
I don't care if he's the goalkeeper. Look at that space.
Look at all this, man.
Look at all that space.
Right here, man. 3 back here. I don't know why you're there. Then you got this guy over here. Like, dude, mark someone. Don't just stand in front of the goal. Know where the players are and mark someone.
If it wasn't because it was just a terrible shot, that would have been a goal. That would have been the tying game, and I feel
had
that would have
been any
worse.
other player, that would have gone in.
Yeah, 100%.
And guess what happened?
And here's the thing, right?
goal?
So after this, right, there was like 2-3 more fucking corners. I don't even know. Back to back corners that happened. With the goalkeeper up, you had an open net this whole time. Like, do something. Like, clear the ball and make it a throw-in, not as dangerous as that. Phoenix kept trying the same corner. They tried the same corner. They tried to the same area. They tried to just force the chaos to hopefully get a rebound into them. And it was the final attempt that they're like, we seem to be doing the same thing. They seem to be doing the same thing.
Look who's marking 21. No one.
Like,
nobody was marking him.
Nobody. That's the same play that the goalkeeper got the ball, took the time, and shot the ball on the side. And
when it comes to defending set pieces, and I'm going to talk about this for Mexico as well, because Mexico sucks at defending set pieces.
Siempre.
That falls on coaching, man. Practice this shit. Like, practice this with your defense. Just how you practice set plays for offense, you have to practice marking, man. Like, yeah, I can't stress this enough, man.
Disgusted me. So then that happened, right? And eventually, pretty much 2-2, and that's it, right? So it felt like a loss. It should have felt like a victory. It felt like a victory for them, which is pretty much what all the other loyal podcasts are going to say and then, go with, because it's, if there's not that many angles to pretty much give excuses to, like, except for the same one, then, let it be, right? There's only so many excuses you can recycle. But again, you got a point out of it. It's not what you wanted. It's not ideal. I don't know if you want to listen to Landon.
The way he talks about things worries me, man. And Glenn.
Okay.
And
Glenn, so shout out to Glenn.
Yeah, he brings up a good point, man. He said, "I think we have to remember we have rookie coaches."
Let me read it because he deserves it, right? So our buddy Glenn, everybody knows him over at the locals, pretty much messages us and hits us up, and we have good interactions over Instagram. So if you guys want to do that too, we'll shout you out too, and we'll talk to you in the comments. His comment says, "It's fun to be critical of getting a tie. It means we are getting better." Point taken. How they play on Wednesday on 3 days rest will tell me a lot. O sea, los huevos. O sea,
exactly. Everything.
How strong is this side and how deep are they with what they say they are, right? I think we have to remember that we basically have rookie coaches that are still learning. Nate had a little experience in USL 1, but neither has much. As I learned that there's a proactive coaching and reactionary coaching where you wait to see how teams fails and how to try to fix it. I think we're still in that mode, especially since we haven't settled on a lineup yet. Very good points, Glenn. Shout out to you. Yes. But it's true. Like, we have to understand that everybody's new at this. And
how are you going to learn? You learn from mistakes.
And they've made plenty of mistakes. They've made plenty of mistakes. So, a ver qué dice este vato.
We want more, and we know it can be better. We were very, very good for most of the match. Not perfect, but very good. A little disappointing at the end to give up the goals, of course.
Very disappointing.
But still proud of the overall effort. I look at performance always more than I do results, and obviously we want to win games. But
so performance over results is what he prefers.
I'm not okay with that. At the end of the day, you can play good every single game and still fucking lose every single game.
Again, bringing it back to Mexico, right? Like, jugaron como nunca, pero perdieron como siempre.
Exactly.
And I don't want to have to teach a lot of people that in the loyal community what that translation means, but pretty much means that they played like never before, but they lose like they always do. And that's pretty much what's said about the Mexican national team. Like, they play up to the competition. They play down. There's a perfect example of playing up to the competition, right? Nobody thought that there was going to be, they were going to run away with the game. They didn't think it was going to end up that way, but nobody gave San Diego a chance really. And, they proved that they can hold their own, and that's good. Yes. Performance, and I understand what he's saying.
And he 100%. Says we know how to beat Phoenix.
Yeah.
Like, we've proven it already. And I agree. Somehow.
That face. I love it.
Yeah. Somehow, like, Landon has figured out, or Nate and Landon have figured out Rick Chants, like play style with Phoenix.
Yeah.
And props to them, because it's not something a lot of teams have figured out. What you got to figure out now is how to apply that to every single team you play and win the games.
Exactly.
Finish strong,
and hopefully they do that.
Coming the whole up. Podcast was just loyal, guys.
Not that way. I mean, again, this is pretty much a story of this podcast. We never think we're going to talk this much loyal, but we end up talking that much loyal and more. I do want to say before we move into the next thing, 2 things about Wednesday, because we are going onto the bus. Choo-choo. That's a choo-choo train. So Orange County, watch out. We will be over there. We're not going to be podcasting this time. We probably will do it a little bit later. Too. Everybody's going to be going. So at this point, if you missed the bus, I'm pretty sure you missed out. Try to find a way up there. It'll be fun. Also, the tickets for the next game, home game, is versus Los Dos. And, we've been getting hit up by a lot of people and saying, hey, what's going to happen with these? So like we said, there's some tickets that we're going to give away to certain individuals for this game specifically versus Los Dos, the upcoming match. We're going to give it to somebody named young lady named Shannon Little. I met her over at Children's Radius Hospital. She was also volunteering for the vaccination. And, I, at that point, said, hey,
nice.
Are you going to plan on going to any of the games? She's like, yeah, but haven't had this yet. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll let you know. I'll give you some tickets. So she's going to be cheering on versus Los Dos for the next home game of San Diego Loyal.
As well.
So, yeah, it's going to be a good game.
And I think for the Phoenix game, I think that's Father's Day weekend.
Yeah, that's gonna be 619. That's the big one, right?
If you want to take your papa to a soccer game, hit us up. Let us know. We're probably gonna post on Instagram why should you win tickets as well. But if you want to take your papa to a Loyal game for Father's Day, hit us up.
Oh yeah, papa. Al revés, ¿no?
Oye, cucu, papá se fue. Prende la luz. We're practicing for the bus, guys. That's Maná. If you guys don't know Maná, listen to them rock en español.
Rayando el sol.
Wow, vocals right there.
Rayando por
But anyways, man, people were already asking me for predictions for Orange County.
That's right. You actually are. Because again,
here's my prediction.
Yeah. All right. Orange County. Okay, let's look at. Hold on, before you do that, right? Let's look at the standings, right? Because it's not looking good.
I already have.
But for the listeners who have not listened,
and I looked at Orange County last previous games as well. Everything.
Oh, okay. All right. So we have Phoenix obviously in first, but all the way down in fifth in the mid-table. We have Orange County with 4 games played. They started the season late. San Diego Loyal has 6 games played. Mm-hmm. So that's that.
So Orange County has 2 wins, 2 losses. They lost against Tacoma 1-0. Again, they dominated, had 13 shots, like 6 on target. They also lost, got destroyed by Los Dos, who apparently is playing great.
Yeah.
They ended up beating Sacramento twice.
Yeah. Los Dos, who lost to Oakland Roots, who's below Orange County, above Loyal, but everybody said that they weren't a good team, but it's just so weird.
Yes.
So what do you think?
So here it is. I don't think I'm going to get this one right because it's a little out there. I do think Loyal are going to have a really good game. I don't know what the lineup's going to be. I feel like Landon and Nate are going to rotate it just to give players minutes and save energy. Hopefully. I'm really hoping that he does play. But I have good news, guys. I am predicting a win from Loyal. And I am predicting a 2-0 win.
Oh, so clean sheet. So they're going to make up for the game that they had. They're actually going to hold on to it.
I'm going to let you guys know. 2, maybe 3-0. Not guaranteed on that, but I'm gonna go with 2-0.
Who scores?
Ooh, I think Barry gets another one.
Another one? Okay.
And then, you know what? I'm going to go with the dark horse in this one. I think... It's hard to say, man.
Yeah, I mean...
If Guido plays, I want to say Guido, but I really do think there's a game where Ibarra is going to come up and maybe score one.
Okay. So, I mean, Ibarra needs to get on the board, I feel
That's if he starts. Because Toomey's playing great coming off the bench.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if he starts over Ibarra. Mm-hmm. If that happens, then Toomey scores.
Toomey needs a goal, though. The guy needs a goal. He's been playing.
But 2-0 win for Loyal. That is my prediction. It'll be a great game. It'll be a great game for the locals. It's going to be a fun ride back home.
Regardless, but it's gonna be fun. But it'd be more fun with the win. So
ya aquí acabamos. No quiero hablar de México, güey.
Soccer related, important. For those of you that aren't familiar, this is the legendary Concacaf Nations League anthem. For those of you who did not know, there was a anthem. So that happened. So
I'm just gonna point this out. I was very, very, very emotional on Twitter. When it comes to Mexico playing, a lot of cuss words coming from the 2 balls on the mic Twitter. I do apologize for that. I know Tony gets a little upset when I
get defensive about the logo
when I tweet some stupid shit.
We got personal accounts for a reason, which is fine. It's a learning experience. Nothing too bad.
Yeah. So
accusing people of being racist fucks, apparently.
Man, I don't really want to get to that. I let it go. I moved on.
But if you want to look for it, have yourself a laugh.
And then, I mean, I like the comment that, what's his name?
Nick?
No.
Alan? Zach?
No, Chicago. Afmir.
Afmir. Chicago.
I like the comment he made. He said, it's not okay to just be generalizing people. Again, saying all Mexicans fucking throw shit at the field. You got to remember, this game's in Denver, Colorado. All those Mexicans are Americans as well.
Did you hear what Dempsey said?
What did he say?
About it being a home game?
For them?
Not Patrick Dempsey. I fucking did that again.
Clint Dempsey.
Clint.
By the way, everyone was hyping up his fucking suit. That shit was nasty as fuck. I don't know if Camel should be in a suit.
It's actually a suit that ¿cómo se llama? Was given to him by the Men in Blazers, but he took off the Men in Blazers thing.
Really?
Yeah, because it's on CBS, so you can't wear NBC shit.
Oh, okay. That's funny. But anyways, Mexico played the USA in the Concacaf Nations League final. Mm-hmm. Hell of a game.
It was an amazing game.
Hell of a game. It
was an amazing game. It's
one of the most entertaining clásicos, if you call it that. It's a rivalry match.
Now, are we gonna go down the line of our friend over here, Mr. Jimmy Conrad, saying this is the best U.S.-Mexico game of all time?
It is not.
It's not. It's only the one that you guys remember, because there's been some other really good games objectively that Mexico has won that you
know what's one of the best ones?
Which one?
2015 Gold Cup to go to the Confederations Cup. Mm-hmm. It went to extra time. Mm-hmm. U.S. We went to extra time. Paula Aguilar scored a banger towards the end of the first half, I think, or second half of extra time. That was a hell of a game.
Yeah.
Because that went, I think it ended 3-2. And as well, Mexico side. Again, props to the U.S. They played okay.
I mean, it started like a fucking mess for them, because they did goofed by having a mistake in the first minute that cost them a goal.
By your superstar, McKenzie. And here's the thing, man. Having mistakes like that, and you gotta take advantage of them. Mexico did that. Great.
Yeah.
Scored a second. It was offsides. Move on.
Questionable offsides, because there are angles. That's the thing. There's always angles that'll tell you.
Give it to Concacaf to fucking have VAR available and still fucking make mistakes on the calls.
Yeah,
that's how shitty Concacaf is.
Referees were atrocious. We had somebody on our threads comment they should have They should have out of Concacaf referees.
I wish.
Sure, but even then, like that's not the solution. That's not even the solution, though. Have better referees. Like again, VAR is flawed. Okay, then have better VAR. Don't put it in until it's ready. Like it's not ready. If it's not, it's not. Especially if you hand technology-based decisions over to what was his name? Beatty, if Renfiki, the Panamanian referee, whatever his name was, like he was gross both ways.
Oh yeah,
like by madre way, like it's just
shouldn't given out red cards,
terrible,
left and right,
both sides, right? Both sides.
So I'm not gonna sit here and tell you guys, fuck the U.S. and this and that and fuck Pulisic and that is no.
Or as our buddy Landon calls him, Chris. Hey Chris, Christian.
I've always told you guys, I give my team shit when the expectations are not met, and this is my critique for Mexico, man. Tata, why the fuck do you keep starting Antuna?
Yeah.
When you have Lainez who plays in Real Betis.
You needed a presence up front that just wasn't there.
Like, you keep starting Antuna. You started him in the semifinal over Tecatito as well. I know you like him. He did not have a great season with Chivas. Stop starting him, bro. Straight up. Again, Hector Moreno, Tener Guardado. That needs to stop already, man. You have solid, younger players that can jump on corner kicks and mark. That's how they scored on us twice, man. Off of corner kicks. Granted, McKinney, I'll give you guys props. That boy's got hops.
He's got hops.
That's it. Other than that, he's average. Why Juventus has him blows my mind. Game improves because Cristiano Ronaldo's on that team. Yeah. And I'm a true believer of that. I think if you play along Cristiano Ronaldo, your game is going to improve. Happened to Chicharito when he moved to Real Madrid. His game improved dramatically.
Yeah.
Another thing. Set pieces for Mexico. I don't know what it is. We can't mark for shit in set pieces. And it's always been a problem.
Historic. Just like the Germans are good at penalties, Mexicans are bad at set pieces.
Like straight up.
Chaparritos, like little short guys, like most of them anyways. Like they're not super athletes.
And
like,
Tata Martino, again, you put Chucky as a 9. He's not a 9.
He's not.
For the first half and most of the second half, we had 3 short guys up on top. No way to control the ball if it came off the air. Granted, Mexico was playing long balls because the U.S. backline looked really shaky. Mm-hmm. And it was kind of working at first. But, dude, you have Chicharo. Call him over Pulido. He's playing better right now in the MLS. Like, I know you have your feud with him. Get him on there. But whatever. We had the better team by far. Yeah. And there's people on Twitter saying, oh, the Mexican team is nowhere at the level of the U.S. Dude, shut the fuck up, man. You know nothing right now. I'm sorry. I'm being aggressive.
Yeah.
But, dude, you know nothing. Mexico has a way better team right now. You guys have great starts. Our youngsters.
Yeah. A good base.
But les falta. Like, you guys still give it a couple more years. Your players will develop. Hopefully become superstars. I hope so. But my problem is this, Tony.
Uh-huh.
We have superstars, too, that always get overlooked by European teams. Just in the fact that they're Mexican, other size.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lainez, he came in, destroyed them. Absolutely destroyed them. And yet, he plays for Real Betis. Pulisic, it's a highlight of 3 minutes that he had just running past players, not having shots, not doing shit. Our right back from Tigres had him in his pocket for a lot of the game.
Yeah.
But he plays for Chelsea.
Again, I'm the worst person to probably ask this because, like, again, I am myself conflicted with Pulisic. Same thing with Chicharito when he played at Manchester United. I wanted to do good for Chelsea, right? But that just means he's going to get better in club. But he's not necessarily doing better in Chelsea. Like, he didn't do much. Had Manchester City, like, tied that game in the Champions League and Pulisic would have still missed that chance. He was, like, he would have been villainized. He would have been seen different. And does he have the potential? Sure. Like, sure.
Absolutely.
Like, you got to give the guy props, right? Does this U.S. team have potential? Sure.
So does Lainez, though.
So does Lainez. Exactly.
And yet he's overlooked because he's short.
Yeah. And
you
a
see
lot
the
of gif of Miazga, him doing this. And where's Miazga in here? And this is the thing, too. Like, the U.S. fans are celebrating lists like It's the greatest thing ever. Let me remind you, you guys didn't qualify for the Olympics. You guys have missed. The last World Cup was missed. Que pedo? Like, relax.
And I get it.
Granted, had we won, we would have been talking differently. We probably would have been rubbing it in your face. And this is something that I've come to realize now with this podcast, with knowing a lot of people from Loyal, going down to the Loyal Start today. I saw U.S. men's national team jerseys walking around, and I've never really had people who are fans of the U.S. team. Like, mis compas, I know one dude, like, que le va al U.S., and we all make fun of him for it, right? Yeah, exactly. And everybody has their reasons and their base, and I don't want to, handicap anybody's choices when it comes to, the sporting teams that they support, right? Everybody has their reasons, but it's a time frame where FIFA set is like, here, these are friendlies you can have. But then Concacaf and everybody else said, okay, let's put a trophy at the end of it and let's make it worth something. Sure, it was fun. It was great. Had Mexico won, would the tone have been different over here? Probably, 100%.
And everyone kept saying, oh, look how much it means to them. I get it. You beat Mexico, man. Had Mexico won this shit, they probably wouldn't have celebrated as hard as the U.S. did. And again, honestly, I don't give a shit about the tournament. It's pointless. And I get it.
Yeah.
What pisses me off is losing to the U.S. That pisses me off.
That's the thing, right? Like,
even if it's a friendly, man.
If we have, when we have tailgates, whatever, and we have a San Diego Loyal game here, and it's you and me versus Drew and Steve from the locals, and we're playing cornhole, and they're like, hey, you know what? We're Team Mexico. Oh, you're Team US? I will be fucking pissed if Team Mexico loses. Yeah. Like, I will be upset. Again, it's tribalism, nationalities. Yeah. It's fun. Like, but only to a certain degree, right? Again, there's a lot of generalizing going on both sides, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, I have this notion before knowing a lot of people who actually support the U.S. that all U.S. soccer fans are stupid, that they don't know anything. They don't know the game. They don't understand it. They do. There's a lot of really, and that's my mistake and my ignorance in coming into this, right? I have been shown differently. I have seen the light now. They are very intelligent, fun, good, even good people that are U.S. fans.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And, it makes it more fun because now I have somebody to talk shit to, right? Yeah. Now we have somebody that's making fun of us right now.
Honestly, that's why I was sweating this before more. Because before, if we lost to the U.S., I'm like, okay, no one's going to give me shit.
Yeah. But
right now everyone's going to give me shit.
Everybody's like,
which makes it a little more exciting to watch these games. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
But I'll bring it back to this. You guys have McKinney. You guys praise McKinney so much. I'll give you that. He plays for Juventus. Yes. He's a great center mid. I think he plays center mid. He was playing a little defensive. Edson Alvarez is just on his level.
Yeah.
Edson Alvarez had a hell of a game. Edson Alvarez is a great center defensive mid. Yeah, he plays for Ajax, not Juventus.
So, speaking of, again, the quality of this, right? Lainez came in after the 75th minute, 76th minute maybe. The first ball he touches, I think, or close to the first ball he touches, ends up pretty much in the back of the net. Lainez with that left cutting in. There was a lot. There was poor defending by the U.S. side in that. But, and again, I'll give props to the U.S. right. Pinche portero, right? Coming in after their starter gets injured, goes down. Kid comes in and rocks it. Honestly, he rocks it. So I was scared of this goal. I was even thinking about it, like, would that have been stopped by the other goalkeeper? Probably not. Maybe, you never know, but who knows? But he did a hell of a job.
Another thing, man. Another thing to mention. I'll give you guys Gio Reyna. Está cabroncillo. He's good.
Yeah. Again, we give props where props is due because Gio Reyna plays with Dortmund, and he's a really good player.
Is Dest all that? I don't think so.
I haven't seen it.
He's fast. I'll give you that. I don't think he's all that. He had one good dribble past like 3 players. And just because he did that doesn't mean he's the best left back, right back in the world.
Exactly. I don't know how he made it to Barcelona. I don't want to knock anything from him, but good on him. But again, it was 2-1. I think Mexico was a little too confident, and They were
set
caught
pieces,
in the back
man.
foot. They were caught in the back foot. Se confiaron, and this was almost immediate, right?
Yeah,
it was,
set pieces, bro. Like
it was a corner.
Look at the hops on him, bro.
Yeah,
that's okay. I'll give you that. He's got the hops.
100%.
He's key on corners.
100%, and that's where again Mexicans are pretty shit at.
Who's marking him? I think it's Moreno.
Yeah, even then, like I don't know what you do.
It was Gallardo, man, dude. Gallardo. Oh, Tata, why are you playing Gallardo when you have a left back that plays in Greece? Arteaga, you've been playing him the whole time, and he's talented. Play him. Why not?
So then shit got weird, right? So shit got weird, right?
That foul right there, man, should have been a red.
Because again, this is shitty, both ways refereeing, and this right here,
bro. In what world is that not a foul? Is that not a red card?
Right?
Granted,
Dangerous.
I get it. Some people were giving me shit on the Herrera slide on the goalkeeper. And
Sure.
the thing is, okay, he has no chance. It's because nobody at the end has no chance. Like, he went for the ball. He slid. You could tell he tucked his knees.
Yeah.
He put the cleats down. And it's a foul. It's outside the small box.
Mm-hmm.
So the ball's live. It's fair game to go at the goalkeeper. He still pulled back. He didn't show the cleats to him. Yellow card was fair.
If a red card was an A, right? So there's like red card where it's like A plus, A minus, B plus, B minus. This was that slide to the goalkeeper by Herrera was a B to B plus yellow card. It was almost there. You could have argued it either way.
Had he extended, left the cleats up, that's a red card.
Yeah,
absolutely,
100%.
But he did tucking his knees. He was not trying to hurt the goalkeeper.
Speaking of cleats up, that's the pinche puerco.
Wait, but you guys ignore that shit. I'm gonna let it go.
Oh, so does the referee.
Yeah, of course. And then
That's
I'll
a play
give
inside the
you guys
box.
that Herrera should have been sent off after he choked McKinney.
Yeah,
Can't do that.
You can't do that. Like
again,
can't.
poor fucking refereeing. And this is where I'm telling you guys, Concacaf refereeing has always been fucking garbage.
They instigate. They make things worse. Like they don't help the situation at all.
They don't.
And that's the problem. Like as a referee, you're supposed to be able to limit that and help just avoid these situations.
You
Like
could tell McKinney got fucking scared when Herrera did that though.
oh hell yeah.
Like he's like, oh shit, this fucking grown ass man just. Herrera's 11 years older than him.
That's crazy. More. And he has that experience. But yeah, so it did go into extra time. Extra time was weird. And you know what? Putting Guardado in, putting the experience in. Sure, I get it.
We had the chances, dude.
He couldn't keep up with the speed of the U.S. for the majority of the game, but things are winding down. Everybody's tired. Put some command in midfield. He took out Quintaco para Guardado. Herrera. So
it's hombre por hombre.
Yeah.
Experience from both. Herrera was tired. He was on the yellow card. Had to take him out. Putting Guardado. I was okay with the sub. I don't mind it. I really didn't mind it. Then there comes that play. We all know which play. Controversial ass play. And this is where VAR pisses me off. Like in CONCACAF. How do you get that wrong, dude?
Oh my goodness. So on the play, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was not given a penalty. It was not a penalty. It was not marked a penalty.
Yeah.
The referee in the first look and in the first look correctly did not give a penalty.
Because it wasn't.
Because there wasn't a penalty, right? So here you have Pulisic entre tres inside the box. So it's a 2v5 inside of the box, right? Again, situation you don't want to find yourself in, especially when you're not winning. You're trying to win this game, right? So then Pulisic goes down the middle. He goes down and in between two, right? Ball is touched first.
I don't see, and then the dramatic ass fucking ref. Like, dude,
why? Like, stop. You're not. That's
you're
the
not
thing.
helping
Stop.
the situation.
Not even that. You're not the show.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be invisible. You're supposed to be just a byproduct of the game itself. You're not the game itself. Like, don't try to be that guy. And it was just annoying.
And here's
even if it was the other way. Like, what are you doing? Like, even when they marked it with Guardado, like, calmado, dude. Like,
yeah, and here's the thing,
and
man.
this is not us blaming the referee for the loss, right?
No,
because again, if you go back forward, if you move forward, Guardado missed the penalty. Had he
we
scored
had,
it,
we had so many one-on-ones against the
it's-
goalkeeper. Props to the goalkeeper. We fucking missed our chances. and I'm upset more at Mexico than I am at the fucking ref. But dude, this penalty, man. Here's the thing, man. It's contact in the box. I don't think he tripped the player. He touched the ball first. They're going hombro a hombro, shoulder to shoulder. Mexican defender got there first, man.
Yeah.
Look at this. Dude,
This
shoulder to shoulder.
They're going to show, I hope, at least.
And I get it, man. I get it. It looks like it's a hard tackle. But it's una jugada futbolera. That's what we call it.
Yeah, it's a contact play. It's part of it, right? Like, it was no malice into it. There was no. I mean, if the intent is obviously you try to stop the guy, right? Hopefully he doesn't score, but there wasn't anything that I could just say, hey, he meant to 100% do that. He tried to get out of the way, and it's a very, very harsh penalty to give. 8 out of 10 times that's not called a penalty, with or without VAR. He had the call right.
Like, that shit in Europe.
One of the only calls that he had right in this whole game, and he blew it with VAR. So, what you gonna do about it, right?
Yep.
So it took him 3-2,
and then they stopped the game before all this too.
So yeah, that's something that we talked about a little bit, because they had the whole, the chants, they had the messages of, stop doing the chant when the goalkeeper kicks it. It's gonna work, I hope. It's a good solution if what you're trying to do is stop that chant. Literally affecting the game on the field is something that is a good solution. Like, I was thinking to myself, like, all right.
And here's the thing, man. This is my stance on this whole chant. I used to not think it was a big deal before, and I understand for the people that don't think it's a big deal why it's not a big deal. It's a saying that Mexicans in Mexico we say as dude or homie or something. It's an offensive word, but like with not the intention of what it says. I understand that, but at the same time, it's offensive now. We live in a whole new world that we did 5-10 years ago.
Yeah. And you learn stuff, right? So like what we would be bad just people if just like people in general, if you get information and don't adjust based on new information that wasn't there prior, or new understanding or different perspective on it. Gaining perspective is one thing that we've honestly come to realize too. Like it's a culture's change, and it's a difficult thing to
I mean, no, go for it.
No, I mean, it was just to say it's a difficult thing to try to change in something that's so ingrained in you when you're growing up, right? Yeah. And the fact that there are strides being made, and there are conscious efforts into hopefully trying to limit this type of stuff. That's something that I'm always for. I'm always down for. I don't want to make anybody feel like shit at a game.
And I'm just gonna say this out. Have the same energy when there's racism all around, not just to the LGBTQ community. Yeah. There's been many times where the African American community gets called something on the field, not just in soccer, in any other sport. Yeah. And nobody says anything. Yeah. So just because towards the LGBTQ community, don't have that same energy for all sorts of racism on sports.
All sorts of intolerance.
And to my Mexican fans that don't think it's a fucking big deal.
Cabrones.
Just fucking hear me out, man. It's just a fucking word. Get over it. Just how you're saying, oh, why can't they understand it's a word in our language and this and that we don't mean. Understand it's just a fucking word. Say something else, yell something else, grítale estúpido, pendejo, lo que quieras. But it's going to end up costing us a World Cup game. We're going to get to that. It's getting round to that 16 point. Game where we're going to play Chile or somebody, and we're going to be winning 2-3-0, and we're going to finally get to that quarterfinal game. Yeah. And you dumbasses are going to say that, and they're going to say, you know what? Mexico forfeits because of this. 100%. And it's going to fucking happen if you guys don't stop. Yeah. So just stop, man. Get over it.
Yeah. And again, it goes into that same vein of like the people who are throwing shit onto the field. Like, okay, like there's no need for that, right? Like,
there's no need for that.
Vas a perder, pierde bien, güey. Like, again, you're I don't want to limit how somebody enjoys a game, right? Mm-hmm. But as long as you don't limit how somebody else is enjoying the game, then that's fine. If you're gonna throw shit on the field, just be prepared to be arrested and get sent home. Like, it's part of the consequences. If you're gonna say what you're gonna say, know that you're probably gonna get called out from not only people like around you, but hopefully your peers, the people you go there with, like, hey, like, the fuck, like,
yeah,
why?
I mean, yes, se pasaron de vergas. Like, that's not okay in any sporting event, throwing shit at the players. I'm just gonna say this to my friends in America: have that same energy for other stuff as well outside of sports. When it comes to shit not being okay, just be cautious about that. Don't just say, "Oh, very classy from the Mexicans." That's a fucked up thing to say as well. Like, not everyone does that. I get it. It looks bad on the Mexican culture. Don't just generalize it. Just be cautious. I mean,
find a way. Like, that's the thing too.
The Mexicans didn't storm the Capitol.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Shit.
The fuck?
I'm just saying.
There was probably one or two. But because they did the Alamo and everything. Anyway, but yeah, again, I don't. And a part of me doesn't even want to entertain the fact that I would limit the way somebody enjoys something without having the proper consequences.
Yeah.
Because sabes que, like, it's a valid argument to, like, okay, well, where is it going to stop? If I call somebody a pendejo, I'm calling him a fucking moron, an idiot. That's in itself is offensive. Again, I don't want to, when you move from offensive to just derogatory to just, just using, what's that word?
Tony not knowing a word?
Racial epithets.
Oh,
yeah.
Big word. What does that mean?
Racist words or racist terms. Like, yeah, of course, I'm not saying that's anywhere near okay. Don't do that. But, like, if I'm gonna call you a pendejo, if you're on the other team, like, I don't want that to be taken away from me, right? So there has to be a clear defined line. What can be said, what is too much, and again, you know what? Maybe it's like VAR. It's gonna take some time, right? Like, it's gonna take. Can't believe I admitted that. It's gonna take some time, but. Look, America, you won a meaningless trophy. Had we won it, we would have been dancing on your grave. We would have been pointing at you. We would have made fun of you. But you know what? It's okay. You guys can keep your meaningless little trophy. We'll just enjoy a gold medal. We'll just enjoy probably making it to the next World Cup. God, I hope the Mexicans don't fuck it up and somehow don't make it to the World Cup. It's going to come back so bad.
Isn't the U.S. guaranteed to be in the World Cup this year?
In 2026, but in Qatar, they're just, they're on their way. So
True.
It's going to be interesting. So, I mean, good game. Is a very interesting game. It was a very, very, very interesting game. Yeah. It was a game that I didn't expect much of, especially like emotion-wise. Everybody was...
And again, part of it has to do with that we know so many people that are going to give a shit now.
Yeah, and it's fun. So, like, I was talking to the locals. Right?
I already know.
This conversation was even had on the locals Discord. I don't want to blow the steam and the cover of what happens in this... very exclusive club, but I mean, we were talking about it because there's a sports channel, like a general sports channel in here, and we're talking about these things. Like, look, it goes both ways. Like, be civil people, like, be good people.
Yeah. And I mean, that's pretty much what we have for Mexico USA. We do want to get a little bit into the Euros because that's coming up next week already. Yep. Spain might not participate in the tournament
at all.
They don't know what the fuck's gonna happen to Spain. Sergio Busquets tested positive for COVID.
Yikes!
And now the whole team is in quarantine. So we even don't know what's exactly gonna happen for Spain. My insiders are telling me, I'm just kidding.
We do need insiders like in Spain and shit. Like, I mean, for all of it, right? Like,
yeah, that'd be great.
We have a lot of insiders in locals.
True.
All right, so let's see. So the teams are split up into groups, obviously. So the top two teams make it to the next phase, into the round of 16.
And the four best third place teams advance as well.
The fourth best third place team. So pretty much everybody makes it into the group stages. So Group A, let's look at Group A, right? Mm-hmm. So you have Italy, Switzerland, Turkey, and Wales.
Some predictions.
So I mean, let's look. Who is with what, right? Who is going to play where?
Obviously, the easy ones are Italy has to advance, right? But Italy has not been in the best form lately.
So Italy is being managed by Roberto Mancini, formerly of Manchester City fame, and also for Inter for a little bit there, and then he went to Galatasaray, I think, for a little bit too. So
no more Gigi Buffon, guys.
No more Gigi Buffon, but you do have Gianluigi Donnarumma, who's rumored to go over to PSG. I can't tell you who the other Meret. I can tell you Salvatore Sirigu used to play for PSG. So there's good goalkeeping there. The defenders, Francesco Acerbi, Alessandro Bastoni, Leandro Bonucci. So pretty much boom starters. Chiellini, Di Lorenzo, Emerson Palmieri from Chelsea, Alessandro Florenzi, who's a good right back, played really well in Roma, but then went over to PSG and kind of died out a little bit.
We should go over the key players.
All right. For Italy in the midfield, you have
Jorginho, Champions League winner.
The little shiny Champions League trophy next to his name.
Actually, Jorginho refused to go to Man City.
Yeah.
Stayed at Chelsea and then beat Man City in the final. So
exactly.
That's
I love Jorginho. I talked about it in my 2-hour celebration last week, Chivo, and you missed, because I don't know if you know this. Chelsea won the Champions League, and they're the champions of Europe. Like I told you, and I told everybody on this podcast, it was going to happen. Manchester City was not going to be any type of opposition for the mighty Blues.
All right, man. Let's move on. We're talking European soccer and international.
Just got a little chilly in here.
They also got Verratti, great center mid from PSG. Mm-hmm. And then you got on forwards, you got Bernardeschi, who I believe plays for Juve, right?
Yeah. He's a
you got Immobile, great striker, killing it and
Federico Chiesa is actually a left wing that's pretty good. I believe plays for Bologna or one of those two.
And you got Insigne,
from Napoli.
La crack de Napoli.
O sea, le enseñó todo el Chucky Lozano.
So, I mean, Italy missed the last World Cup.
They did miss the last World Cup, but I think they have
a kind of a resurgence.
Yeah. All right, Switzerland. Shaqiri. Moving on.
Xhaka. Yep, moving on.
Granit Xhaka. All right, moving on. Turkey, which is part of Europe / Asia, depending which year your World War II textbook is from. Turkey. Let's see. Notables. Este vato, ¿dónde estás? Yilmaz was the guy that took Lille into pretty much winning the Uber Eats League over in France. So he's an important guy. Pretty old. I think he's 32. Not pretty old, but he's 32. Has some years behind him. Experiencia. I can't tell you anything about Kaveci or Yokulslu or any of these other players. There is. It's Burak Yilmaz. Never mind. There's 2 Yilmazes.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
There is nobody else that I can tell. But here we go. Wales.
Gareth
Bale. And
the ghost Ramsey.
And the ghost of Giggs, who's in trial.
You got Aaron Ramsey. And then you also have, I think it's Davis from... Oh, no.
Adam Davies?
No. There's another guy. Never mind. Fuck. You got Bale and
They do have the best last name in Hennessy as a goalkeeper.
Do you like Hennessy?
So there's the...
the goalkeeper. No, I'm just kidding.
Sure.
Belgium, who is one of the favorites.
I think that's Group A, right? Yeah.
Yeah. That is Group A. Predictions.
Who comes out? Italy and Wales.
I'm gonna go Italy first, Switzerland second, Wales third.
Okay. Just switch Switzerland and Wales, and that's my prediction. All right.
Nice.
Moving on down to Belgium, Denmark, Finland, and Russia. So 2 Viking teams versus these guys.
So Belgium, they're probably one of the... Oh, gross. That was good. You always give me shit when I do shit like that.
That's why I muted it.
Belgium, who are probably one of the top contenders to win this. At this point, last World Cup, they had a solid team. At this point, I think they should still be solid. They have notable players. Courtois on goal.
And they have a lot of notable players.
Yeah, so you got Vertonghen, Alderweireld, Vermaelen. Vermaelen, más o menos. And then midfield, you got Kevin De Bruyne. You got Carrasco, Yuri Tielemans, who killed it with freaking Leicester City this season. Thorgan Hazard, who has been playing great at Dortmund. Now you got Eden Hazard. Hopefully he plays well.
He plays good for Belgium here and there.
Yeah, and then you have Mertens again for Napoli.
This fucking attack, bro.
Kills it. You got Lukaku, probably the best player of the Serie A last season.
Liverpool legend.
Christian Benteke. You got Batshuayi. You have a solid team for Belgium. Like clear favorites for Group B.
100%. Denmark, 26 man, but I can really tell you about maybe one or two. You have my boy, though, Champions League winner, center back, who came in for Thiago Silva, Andreas Christensen, in the center back position. So that's good. You also have Højbjerg, who is really good over in RB Leipzig in Germany.
Okay.
He's a really good midfielder.
And the best player they have is Christian Eriksen.
Yes. And depending if he's in form, is he injured? Odegaard? Is Odegaard injured?
They didn't call him.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Interesting.
Yep. Why would you want someone from Arsenal? Finland. I don't think I can name you one player.
I can name Valtteri Bottas, who is the... you know who Valtteri Bottas is?
No.
You don't know who Bottas is? The other car, Mercedes?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Stay away.
I know.
But Finland, yeah, I mean, not much to talk about Finland, honestly.
I mean, Ivanov has a... Robert Ivanov.
And then you got Mother Russia. Was that good?
That was terrible.
How would you say it?
It's Mother Russia.
That's fucking gross.
My name is Igor.
Somehow Russia just does not have the superstars, but they somehow play well.
They really do. The last World Cup, they did much better than anybody thought. They got a guy named Mario Fernandez, though. In between Yegnev, Shamosinov, Karakarev,
Denis Cherisev, who used to play at one point at Madrid.
Zirkov.
I believe he plays for Villarreal now. I'm not sure.
Makarov.
But anyways, predictions for Group B?
Zolbotny.
I got Belgium first, Russia second, Denmark third.
Belgium first, as it is, except Finland last and fourth.
Russia fourth. Wow.
No, Russia third, Finland fourth. Switch those. Group C, Austria, Netherlands, North Macedonia, who the only player I remember was Pandev, and this is based on a Serie A team, FIFA Ultimate Team that I had like in 2015.
Goddamn.
And the Ukraine. So if we go ahead and look at Austria,
David Alaba.
Newest reinforcement for Real Madrid.
It's funny because David Alaba does not play defense for Austria. He legit plays like almost like a center attacking mid.
It's almost like a John.
That guy can play anything.
Yeah, like a Jonathan Michael situation where Jonathan Michael is a perpetual and always center defensive mid. But for some reason with Nigeria, he's a fucking god at the center attacking mid creation position. So Austria, I mean, there's nothing other than David Alaba. I'm trying to look
for new Real Madrid.
Marco Arnautovic. Good striker, Premier League experience. Also part of my amazing ultimate team for my German ultimate team with Alexander Esvine, silver.
So now we have Netherlands, the team one of the teams I hate the most in Europe.
They're so disappointing.
Hate, love, but they have a pretty decent team.
So Jasper Cillessen, Stekelenburg, and Krul. These are goalkeepers that all played, two of them played against Mexico in the round of penalties and Costa Rica in that World Cup. Your boy,
Daily Blind, with Ajax, playing great. You got De Vrij, who's a solid
center back for Inter Milan. De Ligt, who is also a good defender.
Nathan Ake for Man City, formerly from Chelsea.
I hate that he got away from us.
And then you have Wijnaldum, who is about to sign for Barcelona.
Yeah.
Then you got Donny van de Beek for Man U. I mean, he had a great season with Ajax and not so great with Man U, not getting minutes.
On paper, this is a really good team with Van de Beek. You have Frankie de Jong, Barcelona midfielder.
Yes.
Up at front, you got Quincy Promes on the wing. You have Memphis Depay, who is amazing. But I mean, again, who knows what they're going to be doing because their coach is actually apparently not doing anything and he's not that good.
Yeah.
It's Van Boom.
Is the player you said there?
Oh, he's probably not. Oh, wait. He is. Pandev. Look at him. There he is. How old is Pandev? Goran Pandev is
37.
37. I love it.
He's probably the oldest player in the Euros.
I mean, yeah.
So, nothing else to talk about them.
Yeah. What? Not Ivan Tchaikovsky.
No.
Okay. The
Ukraine,
who have controversy with their jerseys because their jerseys have a map of the Ukraine country and they included Crimea, which is the part that Russia is like claiming is theirs. So
Yikes.
That's going to be interesting.
I hate when politics play a role in sports.
100%. So the ghost of Andriy Shevchenko.
Right now they have a 35-man preliminary squad. That's back on April 30th.
This is one of my favorite parts about watching international games. It's just like the pronunciation of these names, or like trying to get them.
That's your favorite part?
I mean, one of my favorite parts, right?
My favorite part is finding new stars.
Like Vitaly Mikolenko, Bodan, a la verga, Mikhailichenko.
Moving on. Predictions.
These names.
Predictions.
Dennis Popov. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to look for a recognizable name.
They got no one.
No, they have to have one.
They have one.
Please believe me.
No.
Please.
They don't.
They have El Vato. They used to play with the Hammers.
Nope. Not there.
He's not there. All right. Well, predictions. Here we go. Austria, Netherlands, Macedonia, and Ukraine. I think the order is fine. Maybe switch Ukraine and Macedonia. Netherlands, number 1. Austria, 2. Ukraine,
I'm
3.
telling you this. Netherlands, Ukraine second, Austria third, Macedonia last.
Ukraine second. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Group D, Croatia, Czech Republic, England, and Escocia, Scotland. By the way, we're also going to talk NFL on some later episode. It's not getting away from us. Julio Jones.
Julio Jones and the Titans.
There's only one ball. Enjoy that. Croatia, Czech Republic, England, and Escocia. So 2 of the British Isles are on there. If we look at Croatia, very strong showing in the World Cups.
Lovren, center back for Liverpool.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got Luka Modric, obviously, Real Madrid. Kovacic from Chelsea.
Champions League winner. Brozovic, a good center mid for
They don't have a bad
Inter.
team. Perisic playing...
striker or left forward.
left wing.
But that's pretty much it. Okay, solid team. All right. Czech Republic. Again, I can't really see anybody other than Thomas Kallas, who I believe used to play for Chelsea.
I don't know.
Thomas Kallas, or Arsenal or somebody. Where do I know you from? It's bother me. It's a familiar name. Did you read? Help.
Chelsea. Yep. 2019.
I was right. Thomas Kallas, former Chelsea.
Other than that,
there's a reason he's no longer with Chelsea. But yeah. So moving into England.
England, another
It's
contender. You got Dean Henderson. You got Pickford. You got Johnstone. Trent Alexander-Arnold, who's been ruled out.
No longer in there, and they got some fucking wild ass guy in there. Nobody's happy with.
It doesn't matter because you have Kyle Walker, you have Chilwell,
Champions League,
Reece James, who could also start over Walker.
Your
you
boy
Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw, who made the Premier League Team of the Year.
Interesting.
So
Trippier and Kyle Walker, like you said.
Bellingham, Henderson, Mason Mount, who killed
that boy
this season. Declan Rice. Also, decent midfielder.
Very, very, very sturdy attack. So what are you going to do? You're going to fit these forwards in the midfield somehow?
So here's the thing. Phil Foden's more of a midfielder.
More midfielder, right? Yeah.
Jack Grealish, great player. Harry Kane's a must start. Marcus Rashford's a must start.
On the wing.
Jadon Sancho.
Wing.
So what happened to Raheem Sterling now? He's still there. But does he start?
Super sub for Rashford.
Super sub.
Look at Scotland. All right. We got Gordon Ramsay, Thurgood Marshall, Sarah McLachlan. We have Chris Patterson. We have Rosie O'Donnell. We have what's the guy from Twilight? Robertson. That's Robert Pattinson. Close enough. I don't know.
Bad man.
We have
Happy Gilmore.
Liam Cooper.
You got Happy Gilmore.
Billy Gilmore is the combination of Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore.
We got Mike Tominay, all right? We got Mike Tominay. We recognize one.
Yeah, they won the Euros. Can't recognize anybody else. Prediction time. So I think it's going to be England 1, Croatia 2, Scotland 3. No, that's too much.
Czech Republic 3.
Czech Republic 3.
I agree with you. Yeah, I'm having the same one on that.
All right, Group E, the second to last group.
We saved the best for last, guys.
Yes, we did. Poland, Slovakia, Spain, and Sweden. We have Poland.
Who plays for Poland?
That's all you need, right? That's all you need. Put Szczesny or Fabianski over in the goal.
Szczesny, for somehow he's like rated 88 in FIFA.
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
That's fucking crazy. Valia madre in Arsenal.
Well, yeah, you have the defense. Wow, you used that players.
Glick is pretty good and a defense.
You used to have Blaszczykowski before from Dortmund, but I think
he retired. He's old Blaszczykowski.
You got Lewandowski.
That's all you need.
Lewandowski and Milik.
That's all you need. That's all you need.
Yeah, Slovakia. Do they still have Hamsik?
I think so. Yeah, Marek Hamsik.
Vladimir Weiss.
These are players that you should be looking at, right? That you should be listening for, and that's pretty much it from Slovakia.
Should be notable players again.
España.
Spain, if they play. So, first time Spain has no Real Madrid players.
Okay.
I don't think De Gea's going to start.
Okay.
But you have Laporte, you have Gaia, Jordi Alba.
Aymeric Laporte, who is billed as a Frenchman in FIFA, by the way. Avoid confusion there. If you get all your information from FIFA, it's not good. All right. So Laporte is now playing, or is claiming to now play for Spain.
Yeah. You have Eric Garcia, who I believe plays for.
Pato, all you need is Cesar Azpilicueta, güey. That's all you need, running up and down.
Straight up. You have Marcos Llorente from Atletico. Mm-hmm. Great fucking midfielder. Yep. Busquets, solid. Rodri,
should have started. That midfield stack, honestly.
Yeah, Pedri, 17-year-old Pedri.
That's crazy.
Who is rumored to be a superstar in the future. You got Thiago Alcantara, not the best season with Liverpool. I think he will have a better season next year.
Oh, yeah, Zaba's pretty all right.
And then you got Koke and you got Fabian.
Oh, sorry. Forwards. Huh? I was looking at forwards already.
Oh, damn. You can't miss Koke, bro. Forwards, you have Morata. Ferran Torres is decent. Adama Traore from Wolves. And then Gerard Moreno, who actually fucking destroyed Man U in the final with Villarreal. And he might actually start because he scored a lot of goals this season.
It'll be interesting.
Then
they have a lot
Sweden.
Of Ludwig Augustinsson, Pontus Jansson.
Lindelof from Man U.
Yay!
You no longer have Zlatan.
But they do have Gustav Svensson. I am Svensson, and I like party, and I play football, and I am good at very much stuff. I eat fish, and
are you making
it
that
is
up?
Oil. Yeah, the fuck.
Okay, I was like, that's a fucking dope song. Anyways, predictions for Group E.
All right, predictions for Group E. So you have
Spain would be first.
Spain's gonna be first,
But
Poland.
If they don't.
That's gonna be if they don't end up first, it's a.
I think, but
no, they have to be first.
They would have
to be first, or else
then
they're gonna be
Poland.
stock. Then Poland, and it's a toss up between Slovakia and Sweden. So I se la echan, güey.
Yeah.
And the best for last, as you said, we have France, Germany,
the group of death,
Hungary,
and Portugal.
I am very hungry, and Portugal, not Le, but here we go.
I'm
France,
glad that third
world
place
champions.
teams advance because then all those three are gonna end up advancing.
Exactly.
Hugo Lloris.
Great. Steve
back from
Mandanda was linked with Chelsea before they got Mendy, which I'm very happy that we ended up going with Mendy because he killed it. Lucas Digne from Newcastle. There had
Lucas
Dubois.
Hernandez from Bayern. Then you got Lenglet from Barcelona, Pavard from Bayern, Varane from Madrid, Soma. Where does Soma play?
Champions League winners.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, they want to talk about midfield, though. You want to talk about a midfield? All you need is this guy. N'Golo Kante. You win. That's it.
Fucking play the N'Golo Kante song right now. Did you play it on the last podcast?
I didn't.
Why?
Because I was too busy with other stuff, celebrating and screaming. This one?
No, there's an actual song track that's for N'Golo Kante.
Yeah,
It goes like N'Golo Kante.
Yeah, I mean it's this one where Pogba starts it.
Yes.
You know, he was actually he said that he's tired of people saying he's such a good guy because he's a quiet guy, shy guy. He's like, fuck guys, I get it, I'm a good guy, but I'm just a regular dude. Relax, guys.
Props to him, bro. He's fucking great midfielder.
Bro. He's the best midfielder.
So you got Kante, you got Lemar from Atletico, you got Paul Pogba from Man U, Rabiot from Juventus, Musa Sissoko,
stacked team,
and Tolisso, bro. They're the clear favorites.
Yeah.
World Cup winner, defending champions.
And you have the return of Karim Benzema.
Yes.
Karim Benzema is...
You got Ben Yedder, Karim Benzema, Kingsley Coman, Ousmane
right.
Dembele, Oliver Giroud, Champions League winner.
Champions League winner.
Who,
And,
by the way,
and,
super underrated.
And Golden Boot winner. Who scored the most goals in Champions League. So he got that.
Holy shit.
Yes, he did.
That's
With
fucking
9
great.
goals.
I fucking love it.
Isn't that
I
great?
love Giroud. Giroud's one of my favorite strikers. He's so underrated. But then you also have Griezmann.
And then
Let's not forget Kylian Mbappe.
Sí, güey, no mames. Like, throw Mbappe in there. And then...
Thuram.
Tigres? Thuram? Oh, no, it's Thauvin.
No.
Damn it.
They didn't call him up.
Thauvin. So that's France. Down
We
to
got
Germany.
Germany.
All right, here we go. The last go for ball sniffer
Notice
extraordinaire.
who's not on goalkeepers.
Low.
Ter Stegen.
Marc-Andre Ter Stegen. Very
Poor
interesting.
season.
Exactly. That's what
Poor
you get,
season.
right? Kevin Trapp did have a really good season.
Did
Manuel
Leno have a
Neuer.
good season with Arsenal? Who knows? Since Ter Stegen hurt, I don't know. But Neuer is the clear starter.
Yeah, so there we go. We have
And on the bench, on the defenders, you have
hold on. They have Matthias Ginter and they have Christian Gunter. Gunter Ginter.
you got Mats Hummels, you got
Klosterman.
Rudiger.
Fucking quick in FIFA again.
Yeah.
82 pace for a center back. What the fuck?
yeah, you got Antonio Rudiger and Sule.
Oh,
You have pacey
Champions
center
League
backs.
winner.
Yeah, Champions League winner.
Champions League winner. Antonio Rudiger?
Midfielders, you got Emre Can, Goretzka, Inke Gundogan, Kai Havertz.
Champions League
Yes.
winner and goal and game winning
Yes.
goal scorer.
How
Kai
man, you got
Havertz.
Kimmich, who's one of my favorite players. 'Cause he's so versatile. He can play anywhere.
If and you're not gonna get this, but like in Dragon Ball Z when Majin Buu like just reincarnates, he just reincarnates into something else. Philip Lahm reincarnated
Yeah.
into Joshua
Exactly.
Kimmich.
Exactly
It's
that.
insane.
Yeah.
Tony
Toni
Kroos
Kroos.
still there.
Kimmich with better finishing than Philip Lahm.
Absolutely.
And then on the top, you have Gnabry, who, by the way, he improved so much when he went to Bayern Munich. Thomas Müller,
Underrated.
most underrated player in the history
Timo.
of soccer.
Yay!
Timo, will he start? Who knows? Leroy Sané.
But Timo Werner. Hold on.
What are you doing?
Hold on.
What the fuck are you doing? Can't have silence, man. People
No.
listen.
I'm sorry. I just confirmed. Yeah, Timo Werner won the Champions League with Chelsea.
Barely.
He won it.
Barely.
He won it. Yeah, okay. Pulisic barely won it too.
And then we have the favorites of the group,
Leroy.
Hungary.
Oh boy, estos vatos are going to be
recognize
hungry.
anyone?
I think a
recognize
goalkeeper
anyone.
actually. No,
No, not
I know
anyone.
there's somebody because I
don't
like
know
I
anyone.
like their jersey, their flag.
I don't know anyone.
No way. Like they have two
Kevin Varga?
Kevin Varga and Roland Varga.
Huh.
All right. Well, there we go.
Let's move on to Portugal,
So
because
there you are.
Portugal is the team I'm most excited for.
Muito bem.
These guys, watch out for them, man. They have a solid fucking team.
Anthony Lopes, who is it's not Lopez, it's Lopes. That's how they say it in
And
over
then you
there.
have Rui Patricio. Look at the defense, man.
Andre Silva.
Cancelo, Semedo, Pepe, Ruben
I
Diaz.
don't want to say these names.
Oh, go for it.
João Cancelo, Nelson Semedo, José Fonte, Pepe, Ruben Diaz.
Is this a Man City Ruben Diaz? No, right? No. Am I just confusing them?
Portugal.
Born in Portugal, plays for he's the center back from City. Cool.
Apparently. Nuno Mendes, Rafael Guerreiro.
Premier League player of the season apparently for
Yeah.
Ruben Diaz.
Wow,
And Rafael Guerreiro, man. This is a solid fucking thing. Cancelo can play left back. Nelson Semedo on the right. Pepe with Ruben Diaz. Oh my goodness, man. Midfielders.
Yeah,
Go
let me
for
know.
it.
Okay. Danilo Pereira, João Pilinha, Ruben Neves, Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. João Moutinho, Renato Sanches, Sergio Oliveira, William Carvalho. I really hope not a fucking single Portuguese person is listening and is gonna just crucify me for like pronunciation because I'm it sounds right to me. I'm sorry, it just does.
But anyways, man, you have solid midfield. You got Bruno Fernandes, who should have been the Premier League player of the year, but whatever. Moutinho experience, Renato Sanchez youngster with a lot of potential.
Yep.
With Premier League experience now. Carvalho is also well known. Let's go to the forwards.
Pedro Goncalves, Andres Silva, Bernardo Silva, Cristiano Ronaldo, Diogo Jota, Giancarlo Guedes, João Félix, Rafa Silva.
fucking stacked.
Sorry for the
Andres
country
Silva's
and the
fucking
language of
great.
Portuguese.
Bernardo Silva's fucking great. He can play also midfielder. You got the GOAT, Cristiano fucking Ronaldo. You got Diego Jota, who played great for Liverpool.
Yeah, when he
got
time.
Guedes, who plays for Valencia, and he's fucking good.
Yeah.
Joao Felix, up-and-coming talent from Atletico.
And Rafa Silva, pues,
Rafa Silva, add him on the bench.
Yeah.
You have to fill up the squad.
100%, yeah.
Bro, watch out for Portugal. Predictions.
Predictions. All three of the teams that are not Hungary will advance.
Yes, absolutely.
I really don't care about the standings in this, right? Actually,
France.
France.
Just for the fuck of it.
All right, France, Germany, France, Portugal, Germany.
Same.
France, Portugal, Germany, Hungary. They're all gonna pass. Like,
yeah, absolutely. But you know what? I'm gonna put Portugal in first. Just for the fucks of it.
I like it a
lot.
lot. Long episode, long soccer episode. We will talk to you guys very soon because, again, there are other sports that are happening around the world. We're going to distill the Clippers, let them beat the Utah Jazz, let them make it to the Western Conference Finals, knock the Suns, make it to the NBA Finals. They're going to have a good game versus the Brooklyn Nets, and hopefully the Clippers win that with Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah.
Vaquero, 3rd Avenue, in front of 3 Punk Sale. Fierce Beats, you're listening to it. I don't know, man.
Ports and import and mechanic.
Yeah, PB Imports and
SD International, imports. Man. You guys are killing it.
Yeah. But
thanks
definitely
for watching, guys. It was great to be back. Feels good. And let's fucking go, Loyal. Let's win on Wednesday.
I'm down for that. We'll see you guys there.
Laters.
Bye.